This is mentor interview for Standard 10.
Okie dokie. This one, I gave you outstanding on involvement in school-wide efforts. I feel like whenever there was something presented, you always took the initiative. Like, you really got into Red Ribbon Week. You dove into that. You wanted to get involved in that, and anything we've had in regards to the school-wide type deal, you've gotten involved in. And so I gave you outstanding on that. You made the bulletin board, and for
Pictures
like the
will be
Reading
included.
Plus, for like the Reading Plus stuff, you came to that, and different things like that. You're like, we wanted to, and you've supported Reading Plus all along, type deal, and you kind of got involved in that. So I gave you outstanding on that. For schools organization, I gave you proficient. I liked your interview with Ms. Ellison a lot. I think it was really good. I think you should have asked, all of your questions were geared toward leadership type deals, and so maybe you're asking some different variety of questions besides just that. I would give you outstanding on, because that's what I felt like all the questions were.
Okay.
But like, I feel like they were deep questions that you asked. And so I think I'd be proficient on that. I probably would gone like, it was pertaining to her leadership and then her leadership, that type thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It was more geared towards that. But I enjoyed it a lot. It was interesting to sit
I
there and
guess
listen to it.
I was thinking that's what I needed to do for the lesson, but I
Gotcha.
mean, I'm glad that, you pointed that out, that you think it would have been more well-rounded that way.
Yeah. Because, it says impact of historical, cultural, political, social context. You had a couple of those, but it was more geared toward the leadership type deal. And I thought, since it was school as an organization, it's more
It's wider.
broader than that.
Okay.
But I thought you'd ask really deep questions. That's why I didn't give you basic or insufficient on that, because
Okay.
I thought your questions were really deep, and I think you learned a lot from it. And,
Oh, yeah.
and whatnot. So, respect to families, you've always been, I gave you outstanding on that one, because you've always been very respectful of families and their beliefs, their norms, and even of the students too. And I feel like if you get anything really less than outstanding of that, as a teacher, it's not good. So I think you kind of hit that very well. Same with advocating for students. I put you outstanding as well, because anytime you see something with, like, specifically our special friend in like 7th period, you try to recognize, okay, something needs to change here because this way isn't working, or with other students as well. I've noticed that, but particularly with him, because he's so trying sometimes. And so just changing that and adapting whatever you might be doing, it's like, okay, this needs to change. You recognize at least that change, and you try to put forward that. Overall, I thought you did really well with the standard. I think it is one of the most important standards. It's also a standard where if you're doing the right thing consistently, it's easy to get outstanding. You should get outstanding on this one. And so I felt like you did really good on this one as well. So that's all I have today with that one.
Alrighty, and that's it for Standard 10. As promised, these are the pictures of the bulletin board I did for Red Ribbon Week. I did Pokemon theme because Pokemon Go had been so popular this year, and I hand drew all of the Pokemon. I hand drew also all of the lettering. I copied pictures off the internet, but I really wanted it to be unique, and it was really fun because kids would go, "When are you going to add more? When are you going to add more?" And there was one little boy in particular who was very adamant, "What are you going to add next?" It was really funny. And I had a lot of fun making it. I didn't realize a bulletin board could bring people together so much. It was great.